You're sitting there right now, wondering when it's your turn, wondering when does it finally change. They tell you to be patient, to wait for the right moment. But how long? How long do you stay silent while the world tries to crush you? They act like they know you, but let's be honest. They don't have a clue. They don't see. They don't know the battles you fight every day. And you keep it hidden, don't you? Because why bother showing them? Why let them see the real you? They think they've got you figured out. But what would they say if you let them see what's really inside? I'll tell you what they'd do. They'd run. They'd run because they're scared. They don't want to know the truth. They just want the version of you that fits neatly into their world. But you're done fitting in, aren't you? You've been wearing that mask for too long. Here's something for you to try. Next time someone tries to tell you who you are, stop and ask yourself, do I really care about their opinion? Because the truth is, you don't. And you've known that for a while now. You've been waiting in the shadows, biding your time. But the shadows are where you've grown stronger. They don't know it yet, but the world's about to see what you're really made of. No more waiting. No more silence. You think they can handle it? When you finally show them what's inside? I think you already know the answer to that. They've spent so much time telling you how to act, how to speak, how to fit into their little world. But what they don't realize is that you have the power to build your own world. And that's what scares them. They see you as a threat because deep down they know the truth. They know they could never survive what you've been through. They've never had to fight for their place, never had to prove themselves. Do me a favor. Next time someone tells you you're not enough, just smile because you know something they don't. You've been through more than they could ever imagine. And you're still here. Here's something simple you can start doing right now. Every time you doubt yourself, every time you feel small, stop and remind yourself, I've survived everything life has thrown at me so far. You're still standing. You're still here. And that means you're stronger than they'll ever be. Take a moment and realize that, no matter how invisible they've made you feel, you're unbreakable. And when you finally decide to stand up, to take what's yours, they won't know what hit them. They've spent so long thinking you'd stay down. They've built their entire world on that assumption. But what happens when their whole foundation crumbles? You know what I'm talking about. It's that feeling inside you. That burning urge to finally say, enough. To claim what's rightfully yours. They don't understand because they've never been in your shoes. They've never fought battles in the dark, while no one was watching. But here's the thing. You weren't just fighting. You were learning. You've been mastering the art of patience, of silence. And now you know what they don't. That you're more than they ever gave you credit for. You're more than their judgment, their whispers, their doubt. It's time to show them, but not for revenge. No, that's too easy. You're doing this for you, for the version of you they never bothered to know, for the person you know you are. Let them see you now, not because you want their approval, but because you deserve to be seen. You've waited in the shadows long enough. It's time to step out into the light and let it burn through every single lie they told about you. And here's the trick. You don't need to scream it. Your silence will be loud enough. Because the moment they realize they were wrong is the moment you win. You're not like them. You never were. You're not bound by their rules, by their limits. So here's what you do. You show them that every single time they thought you were losing, you were actually growing. Growing into the person who doesn't ask for permission, doesn't seek validation, the person who builds their own world. And as you do, remember one thing. You've already won. Not because they told you so, but because you decided it was time. Time to stop hiding. Time to let go of their weight, their expectations, their definitions of success. You don't need their praise. You never did, because everything you are, everything you need, it's already inside of you. And once you let them see that, once you let them feel it, you'll realize they never had control over you in the first place. You're not just breaking free from their chain, you're shattering them. So go ahead. Show them what happens when the mask finally comes off. And if you're ready to step into that power, to stop waiting for their approval, hit that subscribe button. You're not alone in this. Because this is where your real story begins.